stories this evening are really living up to our theme of the land of opportunity.
Yep, and our next honoree really puts land in land of opportunity.
What are you doing?
Well, I saw John Freyer earlier this evening, and he gave me the title deeds for that, and that table.
That's not how it works. But nice try. Let's watch and learn more about John Freyer.
Business is a wonderful game. It's a game of life. It's how you treat people. It's the relationships that you build.
A fifth-generation Coloradan, John Evans Freyer is a descendant of John Evans, the territorial governor in 1862. The Evans-Cheeseman Freyer family has a rich history of business excellence and philanthropy that extends through 3 centuries.
Born in 1948, Denver, Colorado. Went to several high schools for different reasons, but finished up at Colorado Academy and then went to the University of Colorado. I was with the First National Bank of Denver for 10 years and then commercial real estate for 5.
John joined Land Title Guarantee Company in 1985.
85 was the end of the oil boom in Denver. It got bad in 86, worse in 87. We thought 88, it couldn't get any worse until you got into 1989. But when things are tough, you learn a lot.
Bill Volbrock saw the vision and the strategic plan that John could bring, and between the two of them, they really grew it to being kind of the icon of the title insurance business in our state.
We've worked hard. We've built Land Title into an unbelievable organization, and we did it by working hard, but 2, having a lot of fun.
Business relationship made in heaven. 2 incredible givers.
We now have 50 offices. Volume-wise, we did maybe 10 million, and now we're doing 115 to 120 million in revenue.
And we were partners for 13 some odd years in a bank in which we sold.
That was the creation of Steel Street, and on the principles that it was a true community grassroots bank.
I have always had a passion in making Denver and making the state of Colorado better. I think it comes from my family roots.
In a lot of instances, he is an absolute epitome of a role model. He's not a role model academically. His collegiate career was less than outstanding.
We were asked to come on something called the Education Committee, and we thought, what? Education Committee? I started with a .7 at CU. Cal took only 8 years to get through CU.
But he went on to work tirelessly and generously with the CU Real Estate Foundation and set up the CU Real Estate Center.
This family, I think, has been committed to the state through generations.
John has also been very involved in the Colorado Business Hall of Fame, serving as the chairman of the selection committee for the past decade.
We fired John this last year because he deserves to be a member of the Hall of Fame.
Won a great honor because you're dealing with people that are far greater than you and you're selecting from them. Thank God you don't have to interview them, because that would be even worse.
Bill and John both kind of have what I would call that sneaky sense of humor, and you have to be on guard for it at any time because it can pop up anywhere.
Bill has been one unbelievable big brother to me, and I'm very lucky. Philosophy is not to be the biggest, it's to be the best. If you happen to be the best, you end up being the biggest.
Really a pillar of this community, someone who's driven Denver and Colorado the way it should be driven. And I'm so proud to be part of this.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Freyer.
I'd like to thank Junior Achievement, the Denver Metro Chamber, Buzz Coble and his selection committee, and all of you for bestowing this honor on me. If my parents were still alive today, they would have said, "Are you sure they got the right guy?" All I can say is they gave me the foundation of ethics and values that have guided me over the years. Much of this evening is to celebrate junior achievement. How can I make my experience relevant to all of you? So I thought back to the defining event that led me to where I am today. It was joining the board of a quality nonprofit that assisted emotionally disturbed children. Why was this a defining event? Relationships. Relationships are one of the most important things you get in business. I became friends with a man named Bill Volbrock that we were seeing up there. We grew to be very close. He treated me like, I can't tell, either a son or a younger brother, and shared each other's friends and spheres of influence. That friendship became very powerful. Unfortunately, Bill passed away in the last month, and we will miss him sorely. The other thing that's important is passion. You've got to do something with passion. You have to believe in it. And if you want to experience passion, watch Kelly Brook or Robin Wise and see what they bring in passion. One reason our community is as great as it is because of the two of them. Willingness to fail. Don't be afraid to fail. Making mistakes is okay. That's what you learn from. That's what they call experience. What other thoughts do I have about the youth that are involved with junior achievement? You're brilliant to recognize the learning opportunity that JA affords you. What a dedicated group of young professionals. We live in the greatest nation of the world and one of the greatest, if not the greatest, state. Not to mention, you all have the opportunity to build companies that can affect the environment, the social issues that we have, affordable housing. You're the generation that's really going to see us through this century. And it's going to be a century that's going to move very rapidly. You also can build lasting relationships, which is important, with customers and employees, and invest the fruits of those efforts back into our community. Make your community better. Oh, the music is starting. I think I'm into it about 2.5 minutes. Again, I want to thank you all for making this possible. An extraordinary thank you to my wife of 48.5 years, Jenny, and my children, John, Christina, and Miles. Thank you.